Dexter Season 3 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am at rewatching or watching Dexter, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention as well as put in the description for you. If that happens to be the case and you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this video any further to avoid any potential spoilers. This will be Dexter Season 3, Episode 8. The title of this episode is called The Damage a Man Can Do. And this will be my review, reaction, recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start off with Dexter and Miguel having beer and pizza at Dexter's, with Dexter's inner narration going on. And then Miguel wants to watch ESPN. Dexter says he's more of a National Geographic guy. Miguel shows Dexter another possible victim, Billy Fleeter, a football player who never made it to the pros, has a major gambling debt, and to solve or to take care of his gambling debts, he does some naughty things. Killed some people. Rita's pregnancy hormones are ganging up on Dexter and the kids. She's starting a new job and planning a wedding. And yeah, she's just driving Dexter crazy, although he doesn't let her know that. Deb finds weed in Anton's cereal box. A good place for it. George King stops by the station. He's the guy that is the kind of the head of the tree trimming thing, and he will get Deb a copy of his payroll record so she can look into his employees, because they think the person that's doing the Skinner stuff is potentially tied to tree trimmings, since there's tree trimmings at every crime scene. Batista is seen kissing Barbara Gianni on the elevator, and they've taken the next step in their relationship. At least until season 4. Hint, hint. LaGuerta asks Batista to be her date, but he has other plans, of course. LaGuerta seems happy for Batista. And this was a date to some kind of police convention thing. Dexter and Miguel are doing research on Billy Fleeter at the casino. Dexter tells Miguel the first rule of the code: don't get caught. And Miguel keeps saying, "We're going to have to talk about this code of yours." Deb asks Quinn if Anton was busted with any other drugs besides pot, which Quinn says, no, not really. LaGuerta asks Ellen Wolf to go to the police charity function with her, since Batista had turned her down. Rita calls Dexter and does some more complaining about the wedding bands. Yeah, Rita's driving me nuts. At this point, I would have called it off and said, "I'm done with you." Quinn confesses to Deb that Anton is not officially a CI, and Deb is pissed. Dexter and Miguel go to Billy Fleeter's place. They find the murder weapon is a baseball bat, and they need to test. They see that there's blood on it, or Dexter sees that there's blood on it, and he's going to test it with blood of any of the victims that died. Visions of Harry keep trying to keep Dexter from helping Miguel. Yeah. Rita complains to Syl. More complaining by Rita. Lots of complaining. Check. Deb tells Anton that he's free and that he's no longer a CI. And then Dexter decides to go along with helping Miguel kill Billy Fleeter. They find a kill room where gambling machines go to die. Ellen, Wolf, and LaGuerta, of course, go out for drinks. Someone actually recognizes Miguel Prado at the casino, so the kill will be postponed another day, and Dexter really doesn't even want to go through with it at all. Deb makes Dexter go wedding band shopping with her, since she's a female and would know more about that stuff, where Dexter's kind of an odd individual. Quinn tells Deb about what happened with Yumi. Deb and Quinn make an arrest in the Skinner case. It's one of George King's employees. And when they mention that George King said that this person, or that he did this, he freaks out and wants to get deported. So obviously George King scares the shit out of him. Batista unfortunately has to cancel dinner plans with Barbara Gianni, as he just has too much stuff to sort through. Miguel gets mad at Dexter over this code bullshit. "We're going to have to talk about this code of yours." "I don't know no code." Miguel tells Dexter that he understands the darkness and wants to let some of his out as well. Batista's really worried about Barbara Gianni as she's not returning his calls, and then she randomly shows up at the station and brings Angel or Batista food at the station, so they're good. She liked his message, even though she said it was the most ridiculous message that anybody's ever left her. I guess those weren't her exact words, but it was pretty ridiculous what he said on there, because he was worried that because he canceled the dinner plans. And then Dexter gives Billy Fleeter the M99 at his house, and then they bring him to the kill room, and Miguel tells Billy their justice. What does he think he is, the new Batman? I'm vengeance. I'm justice. Miguel Prado kills Billy Fleeter, and Miguel feels fantastic. Pretty epic moment there. Dexter watches somebody kill somebody right there. It's something he's able to share with somebody. Miguel was going to take something as a trophy, but Dexter stops him. I guess Dexter's the only one that can do that. Deb realizes that Anton is missing, and there's trimmed trees at Anton's place. Oh boy. And then Dexter thinks Miguel did good. He tells that to the hallucination of Harry, and Dexter actually gives Rita an engagement ring. And Rita is actually happy. She's not complaining for once. And she says she goes crazy when she's pregnant. And then the episode ends with Miguel going over to Ellen Wolf's place when he was supposed to go home. He kind of walks in. It looks like he kind of forces his way in. And that's how things end. So this obviously advanced the story of Dexter with Miguel killing somebody with Dexter there. And Miguel obviously was able to unleash his darkness in this particular episode. Unfortunately, he will no longer keep it contained, and he's going to keep unleashing it over and over and over until, spoiler alert, he eventually meets his demise. I don't recall if I saw Soderquist in this episode. I'm sure he was there in the background. I'm just having a harder time spotting him for some reason. I'm sure he was there probably when Angel was talking about Barbara Gianni. He probably walked by a couple times, and I just didn't notice it. My score of this episode, I'm going to give it a 9.0 out of 10. This obviously advanced the story of Dexter. Dexter teaching Miguel the code, or at least this part of it. Miguel killing somebody right in front of Dexter and thinking it was fantastic, which is great. I still don't think this is one of the best seasons of Dexter, though. It's still towards the bottom, in my opinion. I know some people hold the first 4 seasons in high regard. I do not, at the moment, still hold this one in high regard. It's one of the lesser seasons, in my opinion. But maybe things will change. There's still, 4 more episodes I have to talk about, 9, 10, 11, and 12. The character of the episode, well, this is a no-brainer, I think. Miguel Prado killing somebody, thinking it was fantastic. Miguel was certainly awesome in this particular episode, and he's not that bad of a character. As far as the villain or antagonist that's in this particular episode, Billy Fleeter, I'm going to give him an 8.0 out of 10. Well, we didn't really see him do anything, but we saw him a lot in this episode, and I think if given the opportunity, he would have been a very strong adversary for Dexter and Miguel Prado. So that's why I'm going to give him that score. And eventually, I think I'm going to rank the top 10 or maybe more, random villains that are just in one episode of Dexter. The ones that come to mind so far: Roger Hicks, the car salesman with the toupee. Clemson Galt, I think, comes to mind just because of the scenario that he got out. And then Miguel helped with the scenario. And maybe, just maybe, Fiona, the one that was in a couple episodes ago, that Quinn had to be really nice. Okay, just calm down. Let's do this. Funny enough, I just watched, season 1 of Better Call Saul, and she's in season 1 of Better Call Saul when I just had watched her in Dexter. What a coincidence that she showed up there. So I think that's all I have to say about that. So, yeah, you've heard what I have to say. Now, of course, it's your turn. If you're a fan of Dexter, The Walking Dead, Dexter New Blood, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones, Lost, UFC live fight reactions, or anything else that's on JDev TV and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please smash that like button. I'm going to be honest, the channel is losing a lot of traction since January. Maybe that's because Dexter New Blood ended, but I didn't expect this. Even my views for my UFC fight reactions usually were a lot, and now they're like in the 40s, where they should be in the hundreds or 200s at least. So I don't know what happened, but I don't know. It's the algorithm. I don't know. But it would be nice if I would maintain or at least get close to what I was getting before. But it is what it is. I'll figure it out. Share this video with anybody you know. If you want to put it on any of your social media platforms, fine by me. Don't forget to sound off in the comments section about what your thoughts are on this episode. What would you score it? Who would be your character of the episode? Rank the villain in the episode, Billy Fleeter, or your favorite moment in this particular episode. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. You're watching the video anyway. Subscribe to the channel, join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And JDev will return.